And now RACV Insurance bring us Scot Palmer from the Sunday Herald Sun. Good evening, Scotty.
I'm terrific, Drew. How are you, mate?
All right. Now, what have you got in the paper tomorrow for us?
Well, the big news at Collingwood, the president, Kevin Rose, didn't rule out the possibility that the Magpies one day might merge. He said the Magpie board has often talked about joining another club. The board's policy is to continue to look at all these possibilities, but their preferred option, of course, is to remain themselves. But Kevin pointed out, if you look at the big picture league football at the moment, 4 clubs could go and Collingwood could end up the 5th strongest in the state, and nobody would like to see that, Drew.
No, well, that would send shockwaves through the football community, but I suppose the cricket club merged, and once the great Jack Ryder played for them, so anything's possible. I
suppose it is. Everyone's talking about mergers, all the presidents today. It's on everyone's mind. I'm just hoping it goes away for a while, though.
What about the Shaw boys? They were opponents today as coaches, and Tony got the points.
Yeah, Tony said it was an excellent win over quality opposition today. Very, very pleased with his side. Looking at a finals prospect now, Robert Shaw said that they've won only 10.5 games out of 47 in Melbourne, but he said we are improving, we're getting closer. He said we underestimated the Magpie midfield today. And of course he's got Shane Allen with a broken collarbone. He'll miss 8 weeks. Mark Bickley took 30 stitches in the head today. He'll have to be doubtful for next week. But Gavin Brown, the captain down at Collingwood, he took the knock, but he got up and he'll play next week.
Yep, he was carried off on a stretcher. Now, Melbourne are in all sorts of diabolical trouble, and Ian Ridley, who wears the red and the blue on his sleeve proudly, burst into the coach's press conference.
Very emotional, yes. He burst into Neil Baum's press conference tonight and said Melbourne players have to start looking themselves right in the eye, Drew. He said they are letting Barmy down. His guts is being torn out. Pretty emotional stuff down there. Baum said that the Demons aren't tough enough to play as well as they should. They've lost belief in their physical effort. There were no injuries, but a lot of soul-searching amongst the Demons. And Ian Ridley got up at lunch today and he said that the league have to start looking at giving more dividends to the club. Otherwise, 4 will go out of the competition, and 200 players will be on the dole.
Gee whiz.
So it's tough stuff there.
And what's going on with the Eagles? They've kicked 24 goals. It's not the Eagles we've come to know and hate, is it?
No, Mickey Malthouse said it was terrific because he's got a new team in the field. They had to turn that Optus Oval hoodoo around, and the new boys did it. He had some terrific young players today, particularly Matera's brother Phil. He kicked 4 goals in the last quarter and did very well. Peter Sumich, though, looks like being fined and disciplined over in Perth because he did not play for South Fremantle today, and the Eagles have to deal with it tomorrow.
Well, Scotty, we just saw the Lions getting an absolute hiding from Richmond, and I believe that Robert Walls had some kind things to say about his old club.
He sprung to the defence of his old club, Fitzroy, and Mick Noonan too. He said he believes Noonan's doing a good job. They've got a game plan out there, and while they stick to it, it works. Often it goes off the rails, as it did today. But he said they're doing the right things in playing the first-year players. He said stick with the boys and not go after the mercenaries. That's what he told Fitzroy. He's got a deep love.
Scotty, show us your front page of sport for tomorrow, mate.
This is our front page of sport, the Big Sab sandwich, and keep on punching, Drew.
Look forward to seeing it. OK, good night. That's footy tonight. Don't forget the replay later on.